Hello everyone and welcome back to the Tokyo Expressway here in Tokyo, Japan for this big running of the Tokyo Grand Prix here in Japan. It's a quiet night here in Tokyo, Japan as everything getting set for this weekend of fun here in Japan. Because one, the Tokyo Grand Prix is just about to begin and Amy told me that she's about to have this wedding here in Tokyo, Japan. The world may just never know why she's doing that, but I heard that she's doing that during the next race here in Japan in the morning. And it's right here as the camera pans all the way through. This is our starting grid for tonight's race. Hahn, Schneider, and Wilson is in the top three. While KG9TV14 is in 10th place, while Hahn is in the pole position. Looks like Infinity Max wants to get to that pole position and make this his fourth win after that last test run in Tokyo after his biggest crash of the season. He just wants to win his third season throughout this. Wants to win his third season here in Tokyo. I mean third win here in Tokyo. As he says, this is his favorite track to race it. We are only just 30 seconds away until race time as they finish up practice round. This track has many turns, starting off with turn number. There are a total of 1, 2, 3, around a total of 10 to 15 turns here in this track. Now let's head over to our pit crew members of Mazda Spirit Racing for the check how they're doing. Everything good? Yeah, everything's good. Roger that, man. Final look at these locations as we get set for this race. Final look at the Merritt's location. At the Merritt's location here in this little tiny race location. The Merritt's will be on the green grass. The Merritt's zone will be on the green grass while the racing race. Here we go. It is lights out and away we go here in Tokyo. And Finimax is closing in as his other Mazda teammate passes him by. We are now outside, here in the outside skirts of this track as we... And a collision course with Murphy and Schneider and Infinity Max. Oh my god. Infinity Max is somehow closing in. That's right, hand. He's closing in. Alright, we are just getting set in here in the streets of Tokyo as they pass through these streets and Galori for first place is right there as Hahn is still in first place as Infinity Max gets to the pole position. It is a win-or-lose situation as we exit the final lap, as we are about to exit the final turns of the second lap. Past the merit zone. If they could just get married here, what else? You're right, Han. As they are now exiting the final lap, what am I even saying? They are now exiting the final part of the second lap. Here's the current grid. Barn is in second. Han is in third. Murphy is in fourth. Stafford is in fifth. Whatever his last name is in sixth. Maki's in seventh, and Burkett is in eighth. That is our top eight. As you can see, as they are about to head to the halfway point of the third lap, they're making game plans on how to make their turns much more easier instead of difficult, because they have to catch. Because if they have to do a long pit stop, then he might lose the lead. That's right, and we're about to enter the final lap. And Fitty Max's thoughts is saying that he just wishes that this could be a 10-lap race, so he could make pit stops in the fifth lap. But there's no fifth lap here in this four-lap race. We are now entering the ending point of the third lap, and we're about to enter the final lap soon. All they just have to do is just pass the merit zone, and then boom, they just completed the third lap. That's right, Han. Look at these races; they're already far away from him. Well, not really. They're only 60 seconds away from him. His plan is either make a pit stop very fast. His plan is to not take a pit stop. And now we have entered the final lap. His plan was to make tight turns, and look at that. He already made a near miss and made a tight turn. And he failed on that turn. Remember, on the other hand, he has to be more persistent on these turns in the next race, because there are going to be 2 more races in Tokyo until we head to another country during this Gran Turismo Grand Prix. You got that, hair. And now he's now about to pass the merit zone. And for the third time, he wins pole position. Here's our final standings for the Tokyo Expressway. Thank you guys so much for watching this F1 style Gran Turismo race, and we'll see you in the next Tokyo race.